What's up, fight fans? This is Kirk DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, and Eddie Hearn. Get this. According to Eddie Hearn states the Wilder-Joshua to be finalized in 2 or 3 weeks, says Anthony Joshua's promoter. He went on to say, he said, quote, "I think it will be finalized in 2 or 3 weeks. Hearn told Fight Hub TV, "I've been to Saudi Arabia twice to negotiate this fight. I've had 2 meetings, 3 meetings in London. I'm not doing it for banter. My instructions from Anthony Joshua are, I want the fight with Deontay Wilder. The only way this fight doesn't happen is if Saudi doesn't deliver the fight." Wilder's manager, Shelley Finkel, Wilder, as far as I'm hearing from him directly, they're all in. We're all in. We just need to sign a contract and go through the procedures to get that done. Those are the words of Eddie Hearn in regards to Joshua Wilder. And let me counterpunch. Well, this sounds great. This sounds very promising. Okay, this is a pretty healthy update. However, what I don't see is, why wouldn't Saudi Arabia want the fight? I mean, why wouldn't they deliver the fight? Because I know they went from December to January. So why wouldn't they want it? That's what they've been talking about for the most or the majority of this year. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't want to sound pessimistic, but it seems like to me is when you put an if, you're giving a way out when there's supposed to be no way out, if that makes any sense. You know, well, hey, if Saudi Arabia, that's the only way it happens if this happens, or if they don't want it. You know what I mean? So I think the healthy thing to say is, you know, to speak more in the positive, like, well, hey, we're just waiting on Saudi Arabia to give us a date so we can sign the contract. That's what they should be saying. Because there's no other reason why they should say, if Saudi Arabia doesn't want it, if Skill Challenge already expressed themselves wanting the fight. It makes no sense. Now, I know they mentioned Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk, and, you know, Usyk signed with Skill Challenge. I understand all that, right? And that fell through because of obvious reasons, okay? But for Joshua and Wilder, it was already established that they want the fight with those former champions, regardless of those other 2 champions that are previous, that are present, right? So I don't see why they wouldn't. I just find it strange that Eddie Hearn would say that. You know what I mean? Because eventually it will come off like, hey, well, if this fight doesn't happen. And I'll tell you this too. What really worries me, and I might as well cover it here, I didn't like the way Anthony Joshua started the, oh, my back, when they asked him, does he want and who does he want? Oh, on my back, I'm so tired of carrying the heavyweight division on my back. Like, listen, you had a tune-up fight, which was a replacement on top of a tune-up, on top of a repairing your career type fight. That's not carrying the heavyweight division on your back just because Tyson Fury wouldn't do something that you did. Okay, I get it. And I understand it's also understandable to be bitter. Because, you know, Josh was tired of fighting these elite guys. But don't say, hey, I'm holding this whole division on my back. Well, you should be proud of that. You should be used to that. That's why you make the most money at this point. Okay? So it is what it is. You were the one that had boxing integrity. So for him responding like that, oh, my back, I'm not used to that shit. I'm used to Anthony Joshua responding in a way like, Wilder, where are you, baby? Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's what I'm used to. I'm not used to anything like what he did. And it just came off strange to me. Now, I hear Eddie talking. I hear him talking a good game. When have you heard Eddie to talk a bad game? Counterpunch. So, you know, it's his job to make sure that the fans hear hear about Anthony Joshua in a certain light. But I didn't hear when Anthony Joshua did not respond transparently the way we thought he should respond. You know what I mean? I just didn't like that at all. And I'm just letting you guys know that's not a good sign all the time, okay? But according to Eddie Hearn, this is what Anthony Joshua wants. So we'll see if we get it. You guys tell me what you think about this update. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!